So the battle of the 204 Rugers. This is a Savage. It's a Savage Model 12 in 204. And it's got the Leupold on there. Here, which one do we got? Leupold 3 to 6.5 to 20 by 50. This is all a stock rifle. Very nice setup. He's got a Caldwell on there. I think he's going to change that out. He had a Harris on there, wore it out, put the Caldwell on. I'm not sure how happy he is with that, but I think he might switch out to a different one. I can't think of the one he's thinking of going to, but anyways, that's a really nice rifle. And then I'll get the next one. And now here we've got my Tikka T3X. It's a Tikka T3X. I was told it was a light at the guy at the store. I think it only weighs, it's under 7 pounds, 6.5 pounds, I think. I've got the Vortex Strike Eagle 5 to 25 by 56 on there. I put that on last year. Really happy with that scope and the rifle, everything. It's a super nice setup with the Harris bipod. And then next we'll get the CZ. So here we got the CZ 527 Varmint. It's got the Vortex on there. Vortex 6 to 24 by 50. I think that's a Viper if I'm not mistaken. Super nice rifle. Good rifle scope setup. And that's one we're going to be shooting today. And putting it up against the other two that we shot the other day. I really do like this rifle's trigger. It's got a super nice set trigger. You can just pull it and it goes, shoots really nice. Or you can push the trigger forward and then you got a set trigger and it makes it super light, like maybe, I don't know, 1/4 pound or 1/2 pound. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's a very nice trigger. When I shoot today, I will be cheating a little bit with the CZ and I will be using the set trigger, which I wouldn't use normally if I was out hunting with it. But I figure we'll give it all the advantage it can have. So let's see how it does up against the Tikka and the Savage 12. So we got 3 guns, all 204 Ruger. This was a horrible group I did at 100 yards with a Savage. And then this group here, a 1.266, I did at 300 yards. So I just didn't have a very good hold. I kind of repositioned my shooting table and then I was able to hold a lot better. And I was just more so checking I wanted to make sure the bullet was going to be that approximately 1/2 inch at 100 yards. So then once we got everything settled in there, a 1.266 at 300 yards. So that's awesome. Then I pulled out the Tikka T3X in 204 Ruger and shot that at 300 yards. So that was exciting. I'm like, okay, Tikka beat the Savage. No big surprise. All you Savage guys, I know you're dying right now. I'm kidding. They're both amazingly good shooting guns. So now I got another clear target. And today, this is what we're testing here. We got a CZ in 204 Ruger as well. This is a CZ 527 Varmint. It's got a Vortex on there. All these guns have pretty decent opticals. My Tikka's got a Vortex on it as well, the 5 to 25 Strike Eagle. And this one here is a Viper. What is it? A 6 to 24 by 50. And I think we got a Leupold. Same thing, probably a 5 to 20 or 4 to 26, 6 to 26, something like that on the other Savage as well. So all have really high-end scopes. All are in that probably $1,000 to $1,400 rifle. So pretty closely matched. Anyways, now today we're going to set this target out and see if the CZ can beat the Savage and the Tikka. Put your comments. Let's see what happens. You'll see here the first shot and the third shot are inside of each other. So I fire a 4th shot just to make sure I didn't mess up that second one. So that was 100 yards. Now we're going to try 300 yards. So that's how we ended up. We got 3 here. I'm not sure what order they are. I was aiming right at the eyeball. And again, the 300 yards, not horrible. But kind of what we see here, a couple here and then one over. And that's what we got here as well. One here, or up here I think, and then over, and then up, and then over here at 100 yards, where I think the Tikka and Savage would be a little more accurate. I should fire another 3 shots with the Savage, because I'm pretty sure I can put them all right in the same spot here, now that I've got a better hold. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure that the 204 can do better on the Savage. So I've got one of these stickers I'm going to put on top of that target there. And we're going to do with the Savage, we're going to do another 100-yard target. And then with the Tikka, I never did do a 100-yard target. So we'll also do a 100-yard target with the Tikka. And see how that 100-yard group looks when I have a nice hold. Here's the Savage at 100 yards. Okay, 100 yards, not too bad. That's for our Savage. That was 1.22 or 1.266 at 300. Now let's set up the Tikka target and see how it does at 100. Look at that, unbelievable. All one big raggedy hole. I'm so happy with that T3X Tikka. All right, I got a teeny tiny bit of wind. Basically, if I throw it like this here, you'll see, I don't know if you can tell that in the camera, it goes a little bit to the right, but the wind is kind of sort of with me a little bit to the right, but that would explain why those shots are off a little bit like that as well. So now that I've done my results, and we'll go inside, we'll look at the targets and go from there. All right, the results are in. There we go with our 3 targets, the Battle of the 204 Ruger. Here we go in 3rd place, and again, not a horrible target, basically a 1-inch at 100. That's gonna kill some coyotes for sure. And then out at 300, I got my decimal point in the wrong place there at first. It's a 3.32. Then we move over to the heavy barrel Savage. That was a really nice tight group there at 0.546 at 100. And then out at 300, again, super nice, a 1.266 at 300. That's a Savage Varmint heavy barrel. And then the Tikka T3X Light, 0.426 at 100 yards, and at 300, 0.826. Again, the T3X Light. So super happy with that Tikka. I highly recommend that rifle to anybody if you're kind of considering what rifle to buy. That's a good one to start at. My buddy's Savage, again, that's a super good rifle. Heavy barrel varmint, you never go wrong with that. I've had a heavy barrel Tikka in the past. I just opted to go for a lighter rifle because I'm packing it around. And then I just bought this CZ off of a gentleman because I heard they're super good shooters. I wanted to try it out. Not a horrible rifle. If anything, it might be too new yet. I know my Tikka didn't shoot as good as it does now when it was brand new. It definitely shoots better now once I've had a couple hundred rounds through it. And yeah, so there you go. Hopefully soon here we can have our professional shooter come and shoot these again. We'll have him probably shoot all 3 of them, maybe 5 rounds at 300 yards, and see if he gets the same result as I did. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.